Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming plays Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. I'm your host Lord Fenton. Today's Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition video. We're in Chapter 4, beginning of the end. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Dungeon & Dragon content like this. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be updated my videos and more. Now, I swap out the belt because I'm going to be using that for later on. So let's go ahead and start the dialogue.
We meet again. As you know, I am Nasher Alagonda, Lord of Neverwinter. I was once an adventurer like you. Though Aarin Gend tells me you have done much in the defense of our city. For this I thank you, though I fear it was all in vain. Erebeth knows our defenses too well. We could not stand against her forces. The enemy has breached our walls. All is lost.
Do not give up hope, my lord. We still have the words of power after all.
And what good has that done, Aarin? We have no way to use them. Whatever magic is locked within those stone tablets is of no use to us.
Perhaps Haedraline will reveal their secret to us, if you release her from the dungeons.
I don't trust that creature, Aarin, and neither should you. We have done her no harm. If she was truly our ally, she would tell us what she knows.
Haedraline told us about the secret door beneath Castle Never. Without her, we would never have found the Source Stone.
And what good has that done, Aarin? That creature won't tell us anything about it. The Source Stone is as useless to us as the words of power.
Perhaps Haedraline will speak to our champion. She has spoken with them before.
Enough, Aarin. Now, if you want to speak to Haedraline, you are free to do so. But I will not release her from the dungeon while an enemy is within our city gates. Personally, I think this is all a waste of time. Words of power, the Source Stone, Haedraline. What good is this against Erebeth's army? Our fate is sealed. We are all doomed. After all you have done for the city, the least I can do is answer your questions. Although Gend probably knows more than I do. We captured the lizard woman slinking around the city shortly after Luskan attacked. After Erebeth's betrayal, I'm not too trusting, so we are keeping her locked in a cell in a dungeon. She was hissing and babbling about Maugrim wanting the words of power and the Source Stone, but we couldn't get much else out of her. She's half mad, I fear, and doesn't seem to trust us. Gend seems to think she might trust you, though. You're free to speak with her in the dungeons if you wish. She's locked away in the castle dungeon. Just head south and down the stairs. I'm sorry, but I won't do that. Not while there's an enemy inside the city. She might be an ally, but it's just as likely she's a spy. Besides, we aren't doing her any harm, only keeping an eye on her. And if she has information to help us, she should be willing to share it whether we keep her in prison or not. Gend can probably answer your questions better than I, but I'll help you if I can. I've given them to Master Ford, Chief Archaeologist of Neverwinter. He seems to think there's some link between the words and the Source Stone. Initially, I hoped he could figure out how to unleash their power. But even as wise as Master Ford is, he hasn't been able to learn anything more about the words of power or the Source Stone. Since we discovered the Source Stone in the secret chambers beneath Castle Never, Master Ford has spent all his time studying it. You can go speak to him to see what he's discovered if you wish. Though you might have more luck getting information from that creature Haedraline if you can get her to talk. Gend can probably answer your questions better than I, but I'll help you if I can. When we first captured Haedraline, she said something about the Source Stone and secret chambers beneath Castle Never. She sounded half crazy, but I thought it was worth looking into. I put Master Ford, Neverwinter's leading archaeological expert, in charge of the search. He unearthed a previously undiscovered chamber beneath the castle. Inside was an enormous crystalline boulder, the Source Stone. If you want to know more about it, you should speak with Master Ford. Since we discovered the Source Stone in the secret chambers beneath Castle Never, Master Ford has spent all his time studying it. You can go speak to him to see what he's discovered if you wish, though you might have more luck getting information from that creature Haedraline if you can get her to talk. Gend can probably answer your questions better than I, but I'll help you if I can. The reports are grim. In the initial assault, Luskan overwhelmed us with sheer numbers and the unbridled ferocity of their attack. The defenders were forced to fall back to the city core. Erebeth knew our defenses too well. We never stood a chance. My troops are loyal, but against such odds, there's little hope. It's only a matter of time until Castle Never itself falls. It is too late for that, I fear. Our defenses are already broken. The damage has been done. If Erebeth and Maugrim were both slain, there is a chance it might break the spirits of the Luskan invaders. But I wouldn't count on it. The Luskans attacked with a rage and ferocity I have never seen before. Some sinister force drives our enemies forward. Or perhaps this is justice of a sort. Neverwinter may have brought this doom upon itself. The blood of Fenthik is on my hands. After the plague, the mob cried for blood, and I gave it to them. Fenthik was guilty only of trusting Desta. He was no enemy of Neverwinter. And yet I saw him hanged for failing to protect the city, as was his sworn duty. Can we really be so surprised Erebeth betrayed us after we executed her lover? I fear it is too late for that. Fenthik is dead, and Erebeth... Perhaps if I were given the chance to pass judgment again, I would act differently, more mercifully. But I fear that chance shall never come. I must live with the burden of what I have done, as must my city. Neverwinter will fall. Of course, of course. But before you go, maybe Gend is right. Maybe you should go speak to this Haedraline creature. I doubt it will do much good, but maybe, just maybe, she knows something that can save us. We're desperate, after all. Any important information you come across should be reported directly to Aarin Gend. I've placed him in charge of the defense of the city.
These are indeed dark times, though not so dark as Lord Nasher portrays them. The people of Neverwinter are made of sterner stuff than any of us imagine. But if Neverwinter is to survive, we must all play our part. My place is here by Lord Nasher's side. I must oversee every aspect of the defense of the city. And your own part is one you know all too well. You must save Neverwinter once more, though how you might accomplish this I cannot say. Perhaps the creature Haedraline knows something of this. I once knew every secret in this city, but these are turbulent times, and even I am left stumbling in the dark. Yet, I will tell you whatever I can. She arrived here shortly after the third word of power was delivered to Castle Never. Lord Nasher suspected she was a spy, and had her imprisoned in the dungeons. After Erebeth's betrayal, he has grown overly cautious, and I fear it has made Haedraline mistrustful of us. She did tell us about the Source Stone beneath the castle, but nothing beyond that. Maybe you could try speaking to her. She trusts you, and I sense there's something important she's not telling us about the words of power and that Source Stone. I'll do my best to help you. Lord Nasher gave them to Master Ford, chief archaeologist of Neverwinter. He believes there is a link between the words and the Source Stone. But Master Ford has not been able to learn anything more about the words of power or the Source Stone, unfortunately. I'll do my best to help you. Haedraline told us about the Source Stone and secret door beneath Castle Never. As spymaster, I'm embarrassed to admit, I never suspected there were hidden chambers beneath our dungeons before this. When we found the stone, Lord Nasher put Master Ford, Neverwinter's leading archaeological expert, in charge of studying it. But so far, the Source Stone has refused to give up its secrets. If you want to know more about it, you should speak with Master Ford. I'll do my best to help you. Things have calmed since the initial onslaught. The defenders fell back to the city core, but I do not know how long we will be able to hold it. We are badly outnumbered, and Arabeth knew every inch of this city. All her knowledge is being used against us now. I doubt it would help. Arabeth has likely shared our every weakness with all her generals by now. If Maugrim were killed, it might break the enemy's spirit. Though in truth that also seems unlikely. Normally Luskan forces are but cowards and raiders. They hit and run. This time, however, something is different. Some sinister force drives our enemies forward. And there is a pall lingering in the air. A dark cloud hanging over all the defenders and driving them to despair. Surely you must feel it. There is a shadow over Neverwinter. A curse that drags down morale and inspires our enemy. Perhaps on some level, the people of Neverwinter feel they deserve to suffer. I know Lord Nasher feels such guilt at least, for what happened to Fenvic. For all our sakes, I hope he is given that chance. Is there something else I might do for you? You should speak to Haedraline before you go. Maybe she will tell you something about the Source Stone or the Words of Power. My instincts tell me that she is the key if Neverwinter is to be saved. And I have learned to trust my instincts.
That's some important information that I did gather. Now, the person who helped us in the last chapter for each time we got the Words of Power, she's in prison. Yeah, we're going to talk to her, get some more information. While I get Linlu set up, the belt I am wearing, this belt is immune to death magic. Not all death magic, really. It just helps you out greatly. Yeah, foes will start casting death magic in this chapter, so things are going to get much tougher from here on out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather some more information. Yeah, part of it's information gathering and then side quests doing. Yeah, this is the only time I'm going to do the side quests in this chapter. Other than that, straight shot to the end.
I have been waiting for you. These other warm bloods are weak. I do not trust them. They are weak. Like the ones you call Arabeth and Maugrim. Maugrim has unlocked the magic of the Words of Power. The Old Ones awake, and the world you know shall be no more. 3 of the words are here in this castle. But there are 4 words of power in all. Maugrim has found the final word, strongest of them all. I came here to warn your people against Morag's return, but the Warm Bloods do not trust me. They cast me into this dungeon. Do not waste time trying to free me from this prison. It serves no purpose. Instead, you must help me stop Morag's return before the Old Ones awake and I am made a word slave once more. The 4th word is close. I can feel its power. Maugrim and Arabeth brought it here to this city you call Neverwinter. Bring the word to me. I am Haedraline, leader of the Word Slaves. With the final word, I can break Morag's power and trap her forever inside the Source Stone. You must hurry. With each passing hour, Morag's power grows. Soon, I will not be strong enough to stop my queen from awakening her people.
day?
Now I got enough information. We need the fourth and final words of power. You heard me right. We got 3 from chapter 3, and there's one more in chapter 4. The fourth one, yeah, 3-3 and 4-4. Still, I'm just going to go ahead and get some more information and get some also treasure too. Now, loot here is random, which is really good. And if you got some really good loot, you're in set. If you got the breastplate from the Red Dragon boss, you're perfectly set. Still, I'm going to just go ahead and gather some more information and check out the Source Stone. Yeah, also I'll check out the pedestals where my 3 of 4 words of power is stored at. So yeah, basically this is just the lore part of the video. Still, you gotta learn about the lore of the game, which is really good lore, by the way.
Hello there.
Greetings. I am Master Ford, head archaeologist of Neverwinter. Lord Nasher mentioned someone might be coming to investigate the Source Stone.
Now, the main objective of this chapter is very simple. Stop the Luskan forces from getting here. If they do, yeah, basically they won. So we have to defeat Erebeth and Maugrim. So this way the lizard lady inside the stone doesn't wake up. She wakes up, that's it. The world turns into an icicle. It's another ice age, and that is not a good thing. So this chapter, we're going to go ahead and weaken Luskan's attack forces because that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to talk to this lady before we resume our venture.
Well met.
Now that I am done with Castle Never, yeah, I'm done with that for now. So before we actually go into the Warzone and start the main objective, we're going to grab 2 side objectives, or I should say 2 side quests. Yep, you heard me right. There's a total of 2 side quests in this chapter, and I'm going to do them both. Yeah. So real quick about the shops. Now, the temple from chapter 1 is still resurrects your companions, cleric items. Ophelia's Moonstone Mask now sells thieving items. The tree, druid, and ranger items. Cloak tower, yeah, that sells wizards and sorcerer stuff. And the weapon armor shop sells martial weapons. Also, they're enchanted to +3. The trade blades, now there's a quest guy inside, and we're going to get the first one for this chapter.
Well met.
That's the quest we're going to do. I'll explain more about that one when we get time towards the Warzone. We're going to grab a quest in the Moonstone Mask. It's an escort quest. Yeah, we got escort someone's little sister back, which is a good thing.
These are strange times. The beds in the Moonstone Mask being filled by wounded soldiers. Who could have imagined?
Please, I beg of you, help my sister. Lisa's just a little girl.
Now, all we need to do in the Warzone is find the little sister. That's real easy. As for the catapults, take out the enemies near it. They should go down when you interact with them. As for the noms, you need to take out their wizards. Yeah, I'll show the rooms for the wizards. Still, we're just going to go ahead and clear out much of the Warzone as possible. I'm going to show one room each, which is good. And it is time to fight. So there will be some major battles up ahead. I'll return when it's all calmed down at least.
Hello.
Really quick, poor Linlu bought the farm. Yeah, we face frost giants. Enemies are tougher. Things are going to get much tougher from here on out. We're going to do a side quest right now and update it by talking to the little girl, send her back to the city core to the Moonstone Mask, and get her to safety. Yeah, we're good guys in this video. We're going to do just that.
Who are you? You ain't one of them Luskan soldiers, are you? Lucy said to stay away from them because they'd hurt me.
This house we're going to go into is an Umber Hulk, and its trainer will take care of him. Yeah, that's how you take care of it. The Umber Hulk, yeah, watch out for its confusion, especially on much higher difficulties. Trainer is dangerous also. If summon ads, take out the trainer, the ads will die. Next encounter will be Luskan soldiers with Luskan captain that casts cleric spells and some kind of dogs. Yeah, those are deadly. These both type of encounters are in generic houses, so if you go exploring, you might face this encounter or this next one. Yeah, you gotta be careful because in the latter chapters you cannot resurrect your hench person. But for now it's alright to get your hench person a few stray deaths. The cost still costs the same going through the portal, which is 400 gold pieces, which is really good. Now these houses, I want to say, The chests are trapped, yet they have random loot. You can find something good in a random chest, which is really good. This is chapter 4 after all. So next thing I'm going to do is rest up, and then I am going to do is go into another house. Now let me explain about that house really quick. It has a wizard in it, guarded by a Balor Lord, and that Balor Lord could cast a death spell, and you always cannot block that, even if you have immune to death magic. Watch out for summon succubus. Take that out real quick since it's weak. Then the Balor Lord. If it's near the wizard dies very instantly. Now, very important, I'm going to explain this right now. There are only 2 wizards like this in this chapter. You see outside, we cannot kill the gnomes because they're immune to everything. You need to take out the wizards. Once you take out the wizards, the gnomes will fall. So there's total 2 wizards, 2 gnomes. Take out the 2 wizards, the 2 gnomes will fall. And part of that side quest we just got in this chapter will be finished. The catapult one will definitely finish too. There's random loot in the chests, which is really good. And same note we found as before. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of clues. As soon as we get outside, enemies will immediately ambush us. Now, before we do actually anything else, we're just going to go ahead and sweep the area. Yeah, you heard right. We're going to sweep the top part of the area before we get to another house that has a secret way to the second part of the area. Yeah, you always want to sweep the area, especially for experience points in this short chapter. Now that's done sweeping this area. There is one more part in this area, the catapults. You heard me right. Now the catapults we're going to take out the commander, enemies around it, then interact with the catapults, and then that's it. And that should be the first part of the side quest we're going to do with the gnomes and the catapults. Really simple, really. Just got to prepare for the wizards. That's the bad part, but still it's not that bad. We're going to go inside this part of the area, and we're going to go ahead and take out the enemies around it, and then we're going to have some serious fun. Now that is done and over with, just simply take out the catapults, and that should be it for the Under Siege side quest. You heard me right? Under Siege side quest is now done, complete. We're going to go inside a house next. Now this house is very different. It connects a secret passage between this part of the town to another part. Yeah, the Warzone. Yeah, from one part of Warzone to another. That's what we're going to do. No enemies inside. That's great news. As soon as we get outside out, however, I advise making one save. Yeah. This year a fallback save, so we're going to do that. Now before we go kill some wizards, we're going to go ahead and kill a frost giant and more.
Time to die!
After you defeat this foe, it will be another Golem. Now, from that body is the same thing as before. Clue, another wizard and Balor Lord, plus 3 weapons. Watch out for succubuses and death magic. Knock down the Balor Lord, take out the Balor Lord, then the wizard. Now, good news is Neverwinter Under Siege is basically done. All you need to do is just turn in for that extra reward. Now, the quest journal says it's finished out of the journal. Well, guess what? You do need to go ahead and talk to the NPC who gave it to you for the reward, because you still get the experience points. Now, I am going to do is just straight up clear this part of the town. Also, just see if there's any foes that drops anything good at this point. Let's check this shield out. I'm just curious, because in case it's something better. Let me see. Okay. That's spell resistance. That's not bad at all. And let me check the other one. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, look at my character sheet. And that one is 3 and 2, and then +5 against humans. We're going to face a few humans, so I'll just keep that for now. I'm going to rest up because we're going to clear out the rest of the town, and that should do it. Yeah, we're going to clear the bottom half. We're not going to go inside Maugrim Sanctuary. Yeah, we're not going to do just that. Now, things are light and bright, which is good. You see this house I just passed? This is where Maugrim is hiding. Yeah. So, we basically cleared the siege. Yeah, it's bright lights. Yeah, it's pretty now, everyone. Well, somewhat pretty, despite the fact that everything's a wreck. Yeah. It's a war zone, everybody, unfortunately. Oh, wow, a +3 club. Wow, wish it was +3 scimitar keen. Yeah, you heard right. That one with keen, that was really nice to have. But oh well, I rolled a 1. I didn't get it. Otherwise, I would have just hold on to it. Except for the Balor Lord. So we'll go back into the city center, just do some turn-ins, and that should do it for this video. Yeah, this is the only time I would probably say do these side quests, because if you just keep on going forward, you're going to be locked out of them. And extra experience points is really nice. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Moonstone Mask and turn this one in and be good guys by not accepting the reward. Yeah, we don't need the reward for this one.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing me back my little Leesa.
Now, if you accepted the cloak, you would got a decent to a good cloak, I think it was. I didn't check it out, but still, that's it. Now, I'm going to go to the Trade of Blades and get my reward and a nice level up, too.
Well met.
There, you get a nice achievement out of it. I think it was doing both side quests for this chapter or just this one. Still, I got a level up. So my character is officially now level 16. So let me go ahead and show my level up, possibly my final one. Red Dragon Disciple, put up strength. Now I got some major strength, which is good. So that's discipline, heal, and let's see what else. Persuade, might as well. And I'll just leave everything else there. I cannot do pick locks. Nope. And that's all for the Red Dragon Disciple. So my character is maxed out in power, which is great. So let me give a recap. We learned some more information about the Source Stone. We need to go look for the 4th Words of Power. And finally, we clear out the war zone. In the next video, we're going to go search ahead in the story, defeat Erebeth and Maugrim. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and defeat 2 bosses at once. This is it for my Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Chapter 4 start video. This is Lord Fenton signing out. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And do not forget hit that notification bell to be updated on my videos and more. If you like more videos like I suggested, check out the one on the upper left. And on the bottom left if you like YouTube suggestion of my videos.